Hi, welcome to Witch Piece Craft with Judy, my yarn adventures for this week. It's been a while since I did a video, but I thought I'd share with you a few finished objects that I'm really proud I actually finished, because I've procrastinated over one for a long time, and that is this one. This is my Bag O Day Dream Maker shawl. I think it's 641 or 614 tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description below to all the patterns and things I talk about if you want to check them out and have a go. I started this in 2019 and was determined to finish it because I love it. It is a rectangle shawl that can be worn as a poncho. I made this in Karen Cakes. The colour is Strawberry Trifle. It is my favourite colour. It's got orange and browns and it goes nicely with a house. I made it for myself because we're going into autumn, or as you guys call it, fall, and the nights get a little cooler, and I'm going to keep it in my craft corner where I can slip it on when I stay up late at night, crocheting or knitting because I can't sleep. I'll put some photos at the end of me wearing this so you can see what it looks like as a poncho. I have to get my son to take the photos, I'm not very good. But that's it, I love it. The reason it took me so long was it's my fault. I kept losing the stitch count. I would either gain one or lose one, and I'd get so far ahead and I'd have to frog back. In the end, I took my time and stitch marked every row and counted every row to finish it. But I'm glad I did. I love it. I really love this tutorial. Now, Crystal puts a fringe on it, but I'm not a fringe person. I don't like fringes on things, so I've left it without a fringe. But hopefully you like the photo and you want to give the tutorial a try, because I highly recommend this. This would be one of my favorites at the moment. So that's finished object number one. Finished object number two. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you would have seen a video recently where I got my Premier yarn and I got the Try Me pack from Cinnamon Stitches selection, and I made the Cinnamon Stitches fade shawl. Now, I didn't follow her exact pattern as far as colorways go. I did it to what I wanted, but I love this. It was so easy to do, and I didn't lose stitch count in this. It just worked perfect for me. Now, I put a single crochet edging on it. That's just me. That's just the way I am. I like to neaten things up. The Premier Everyday Yarn would still have to be my favorite. It is so soft, so easy to work with. I love this coral color. Now on my camera it's probably looking pink, but it's like an orangey pink. I love it. And yes, I have ordered more Premier yarn for my 100-day project. It'll be starting late because it'll take a while to get here. But yes, the Australian dollar bounced back a bit, and I bit the bullet one night and thought, I'm going to do this. I'd put it on my bucket list last year to do it this year, and I'm going to do this 100-day project when the yarn arrives. I love this yarn, and I want it to be in the worsted everyday yarn. Or did I get the DK? I can't remember what the pattern says. But guys, you got to try this Fade Me shawl by Cinnamon Stitches. Even if you don't have every day, any 4-day weight yarn would be gorgeous. It is a great pattern, and my first asymmetrical shawl. I've never done one before, so I'll leave a link for that one, and take a photo of me wearing that if I can when my son comes back, because currently I have the house to myself. My husband is at the beach with Baxter, giving him a swim and a run, because you can still do that at our local beach. And yeah, every second day he takes Baxter for a little run. And my son is at the hardware store picking up potting mix and sugarcane hay for mulch on my garden. I haven't been out shopping, not since I got pushed over at the supermarket. The guy pushed me over trying to get to the pasta sauces, and I fell flat on my face. And he didn't even apologise. So I don't go shopping anymore. My son said, that's it, I'm doing all the shopping. He said, let them try and push me over because he's 6'3" and pretty big. Yeah, our hardware store is opening up limited hours, and you ring ahead and tell them what you're coming for, and they have it ready and put it in the car, and you tap and pay and off you go. So I can get out in my garden still, which is really nice. So finished object number 3. Now I put it on the bucket list for this year. I think it's about 4 years ago I found this pattern on Ravelry, and I printed it off and decided it was all too fiddly and hard. But every year I look at it and think, oh, I really want to make that. And this year I made it. And of course, it has to be a tea cozy. And here she is, my April tea cozy, Mrs. Rabbit. This is made in a merino wool. It's a Spotlight discontinued. It was called Face Yarn. This is acrylic. The apron, it's quite fiddly to make this tea cozy. You have to be dedicated because you've got to make the ears, the head, the sleeves and hands are fiddly, the little flower, the apron cat sleeves, the apron, the body, the bow at the back. But I love it, and I think it turned out reasonably well, except I think I put the cat sleeves on wrong. I'll show you why. I'll show you the pattern because it is free on Ravelry, and I will put a link because I think everyone should have a go at making a tea cozy. I think if that doesn't flare too much in this light, her sleeves go more over the shoulder, not to the front. I think I pinned mine too close under the arm and not further back. But there it is, Mrs. Bunny Rabbit tea cozy. Now this is www.canadahelps.org. This was a tea cozy, and I can't even see how long ago it was done. I know it was copyrighted in 2016, designed for the Terry Fox Foundation to raise money for cancer. But that is so cute, and I'm so happy with it. I may venture to make another one in a different colour because I really like it. But that was my April tea cozy of the month. Now it's Easter Monday here. We as a family don't really get into the commercialism of Easter, and to all of those celebrating Passover or Easter, depending on what your religious preference is, I wish you every happiness. For me, this time of year is about new beginnings, new starts, looking at the world differently. So yes, and for me it is going into autumn, which is your fall, I guess you call it fall, and that's when I get my veggie gardens prepped, ready to put in new vegetable seedlings. So it's all about new beginnings. April the 9th was my youngest son's birthday. Normally we would go to a restaurant, but you can't do that at the moment. So I made a nice dinner, we had mud cake, and we did that. And for Easter, he likes to make brownies. He makes awesome brownies, and he made some chocolate brownies. My husband went to the news agency. I think I mentioned in a little video before that there was 2 old ladies struggling to keep their news agency going. He was there when he checked the mail, and for Easter, he bought me Crochet World April edition. Absolutely blown away that he even thought to get it. He said it was the last copy. I had to get it. I won't show you everything inside. There is a pattern in here I really want to try. It does look quite difficult, so I'm not going to tell you which one. I bought some really nice 2-weight yarn from Loop of London that cost me quite a bit. And it was in a hang, and this morning my hubby sat there and made it into a ball because I don't have a ball winder. Maybe one day I'll go out and actually buy a ball winder. But then he said to me he'd be unemployed. But yeah, he's done it up in a ball for me, and yeah, I'm going to have a go. If it turns out, you'll see it as a finished object. I thought that was really nice. He said, oh, with the long weekend, you might like some light reading. Yeah, because work's been pretty busy, and reading applications for assistance with families that are struggling can get you down. So it was nice to have something to look at and go, oh, I could make that if I put my mind to it. So I got Crochet World, my only acquisition a gift for Easter. So that's my yarn adventures for this week. Not very much. As a family, yes, we're home. We don't go out at all unless it's to walk the dog or shopping. And we have, when we've all been home, we have an hour a day where I go out in the garden, my husband goes in the shed, and my son does whatever in his room, and we have an hour where we just don't see each other. So we're not getting on each other's nerves. Because no matter how great a family you are, you will get on each other's nerves when you're together 24/7. So that was a conscious decision. And yeah, I'm really happy my son went to the hardware store to pick up this stuff for me, so I didn't have to go out. And it's pretty heavy anyway, so he said, I'll get it. So today's hour is me alone, crocheting, having a video, nice cup of tea. Kevin's at the beach with the dog, and my son's shopping for me. Can't get much better than that. So yes, my April motto is new beginnings, new starts, look at the world differently for the second quarter of 2020, because it's been really hard to stay positive in the first quarter, but we got to stay positive. Oh, we just got to grin and bear it and get on with it. Stop complaining. Not that I complain much. Oh, my husband reckons I complain all the time because originally I was born in England, and he said when I whinge, that's the whinging pom in me coming out. And when the kids whinge, he goes, that's the pom in them coming out. It's a bit of an Aussie joke. The poms in England might get it. Yes, still zooming my son from England, who's probably going more stir crazy in his apartment because it's a lot smaller than our house. And I'm fortunate to have a nice garden to get out into. So guys, until next time, please leave a comment. Tell me which one you like. Tell me if you've tried the fade shawl or whether you've tried the Bag O Day kind of magic rectangle shawl, or whether you'd like to give the tea cozy a go. I'd really like to see people making more tea cozies, because loose leaf tea is really nice. So until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, keep following all the rules to stay healthy, and make sure you have a crafty day. So I always find time to have one crafty day. Bye for now.